New to fundraising, here are my 3 tips on how you can become a very, very efficient and successful fundraiser. Hi, I'm Brice Sokolowski, the founder of CatholicFundraiser.net website that's absolutely dedicated to helping you fundraise better and answer all of your questions. Now, before we dive into my 3 steps on where I would start, or what I would do if I were new to fundraising, I want to make sure that you download absolutely for free my 10 commandments to Catholic fundraising, 10 things that I think everybody, especially new people to fundraising, should be doing every single day. It's going to make your life a whole lot easier. The link is going to be right below. Download absolutely for free the 10 commandments to Catholic fundraising. Okay, if you're new to fundraising, this is what I would do. These are my 3 recommendations because I've received several questions over the past few weeks on what to do. I'm new, I don't know what to do, don't know where to go, don't know how to ask. So here are my 3 tips. Number 1, my first tip is learn how to fundraise. Oftentimes we're thinking, well, what do I do? How do I ask? Number 1 key thing is to learn. And there's actually a resource section on my website. I'll pull this up and put it in the links. There's a resource section where you got my 10 commandments, you've got my book, Alms, the definitive guide to Catholic fundraising. You have, I offer other types of resources to help. You can access them there. I obviously have a vlog podcast, which you can subscribe. I have a contact list that you can stay in touch with everything that I'm doing, and you can learn as I move forward with my fundraising. So key number 1, step number 1 is to learn. Don't just do, you've got to learn. Number 2 is understand the reality. Is people donate to people and apostolates and nonprofits that they trust. It's absolutely, I would say pretty much impossible, or it's a very sharp incline if you're trying to find donors or trying to raise funds from people who have never heard of you, don't know your name, don't know your organization. You might be saying, hey, I'm Catholic, you're Catholic. That's not enough to build trust with somebody. Key reality is, and you can't circumvent this, and that's the great thing, because once you really take this to heart, and that's why it's one of my key steps on if I were new to fundraising, what would I do, is this concept of trust. Build trust, don't try and go around it, figure out, ask yourself, well, if somebody asked me for a donation, what would I want from them before that? And if you can answer that question and implement it in your fundraising, you are off to the races. That is point number 2. Point number 3 is pay attention to the people around you. Your next donor is more than likely already in your life, and it's someone that you've probably met. This concept of thinking, well, I'm going to ask this donor or somebody that I've never met. It's that's really not how fundraising works. Fundraising, again, from point number 2, is this whole concept of trust notion, this notion of trust. And the parable of the talents, God has given you talents. He's given you certain resources. He's given you your mind, your intellect. He's given you this ability to build relationships with people. And from those relationships, there's going to be some people who, yes, are willing to donate. So instead of running around and trying to ask people that you've never met, or hopefully put up a GoFundMe and say, hope some random person sees this, more than likely God has already put somebody in your life. And to be honest, this is the Catholic approach. This is what you want, is this connection with people. God bringing people in your life, you building a relationship with them seeing what's great about what you're doing, and this ability to communicate with one another and share ideas and connect with on a mission. Now, putting all of this together, as always, learn. That's number 1. And learning will help you gain the trust of people and be able to spot those people and, of course, learn how to ask. So I hope this has helped you. Reach out to me if you have any questions. Share this with a Catholic apostolate that might need help. But other than that, God love you. Thank you so much for your attention, and speak to you soon. Bye-bye.